All right, so here we are. Welcome to another episode. Today we had a topic that we've been discussing for several months, I would say even years.
Yeah.
And we were thinking today, we're like, you know what? We haven't dedicated one episode to discuss about this, which we also see and repeating, being repetitive in the lives of our colleagues, friends, etc. So today we want to talk about how much we identify ourselves with what we do with our profession.
Because even, for example, when you introduce yourself as whatever. I'm Paul, and I'm the managing director of
Yes, yes.
Seaview Hospital.
We present ourselves with what we do and what we have. Today episode specifically, we want to talk about this big identity built around our professions, that depending of where our profession is leading, it's our sense of accomplishment, success or not.
Yeah, and even like I'll talk for myself, right? For me, when someone introduces themselves, and they have a very they have a title that's a big title, let's say, automatically I attach value to that, and I in my mind I think, oh well, this is a serious person, you know.
Yes.
So automatically I attach a certain
Title,
more or
position.
less value to the way they introduce themselves.
100%.
And that's a way that I've been conditioned, right? And I think even something that ties into this topic as well is the way someone presents themselves, not verbally, but physically. You know, so the first exchange you have is the title, and then second is how are they physically appearing before you, the first impression.
But what do you mean?
Or maybe the first impression can be first. For example, if someone's wearing a suit, automatically you feel, you know, and then they say, I'm Dr. So and so, and you automatically feel less because you feel like this person has more value than you do in society.
But even our parents passed that because I remember growing up with this of first impression is the most important.
Yeah.
But what they meant is not what I will verbally communicate to those people, the value that I will bring. No, it was what I was wearing. If I will have a
Yes.
first day date or appointment or interview for a new work, the first impression, but they were talking specifically about this external impression of clothes, you know, outfits. So we, of course, as everyone else, identified ourselves as well and are very attached to our professions. We feel how successful we are in our professions determines our value in majority. And we've been discussing how it's possible to detach yourself from that, you know, detach yourself from identifying that your profession is actually majority of your value. And we don't know. Do you have the answer?
No, I'm still figuring that out.
Yeah. What?
Because I think essentially we believe we attach that as well to that being our purpose, let's say.
True.
So the identity and purpose are somehow we've linked that as well, you know? Because wherever you go, you say, oh, that is your profession and that's what you do, you know? And then it goes down that road, it goes down that avenue of manner of speaking. But I think to detach yourself from that is a task and a job by itself. And I think one way of doing that is switching careers, because then you're forced to, you know? Or let's say someone is a stay-at-home dad, the one article we read.
Yeah.
What kind of value is a stay-at-home dad? You might even feel judged as well, you know? If
When
put
you go to hang
if
out
I
with your
try to-
colleagues.
If I try to put myself in that situation, I think, wow, like how would I feel if everyone goes around a table, we're at a new place, and I need to say I'm a stay-at-home dad. how would that make me feel? You know, like would I then create something, or would I need to justify? Oh, I'm gonna stay at home, but before I was, you know. So I think like changing careers one way,
And
but then also embracing and understanding that the value that we have is so much more than
yeah,
just
that's what I was about to say.
our career.
Practicing, reminding
profession.
ourselves that your value is not linked to your profession. Whether you're good, excellent, outstanding, or average, to that doesn't determine the real value
Yeah.
of you.
And I think like stopping this narrative by yourself first to begin with, and not introducing yourself as what you do, but just your name, you know.
And when people okay, let's do this. Hello. Oh, hi. What's your name?
My name is Lance.
Oh, nice.
What's your name? Pleased to meet you, by the way.
Oh, lovely to meet you. My name is Monica. So how long have you been in Dubai?
I've been here on and off since 2008.
Oh, that's cool. That's a long time.
Yeah.
And what do you do? They will ask that. So what will be your answer to not identify yourself with that?
I guess, yeah, I would need to say my profession, that I'm a musician, and try to keep it moving from there, you know. How about you? I'm a musician, how about you?
Yeah.
I'm a professional musician, how about you?
Yeah.
Because, and you notice sometimes when people feel the need to justify, myself included, oh yeah, I'm a professional musician, you know, we feel the need to elaborate. I'm a professional musician, I play with this one and that one and that one, and start name dropping and
Yeah. And have done this and was
yeah,
touring.
yeah.
Yeah, the ego.
Yeah. So when you find the need to elaborate, you're already devaluating who you are, even, you know.
Yeah. Yep.
So I think that's a one to be mindful when someone asks you, so what do you do? But keep it moving and don't introduce yourself by your profession, you know.
Don't stay there. Don't
Yeah.
stay there entertaining
Exactly.
what you do.
Yeah.
What you do is also like your name. You just say it and there's nothing more
As
to
a-
justify.
Formality, yeah. Small talk.
But don't you think also society has been built to make us feel like we are our profession
Of
pretty
course,
much?
of
And
course.
disconnect us from what we truly are as a species?
Of course.
Yeah.
And that's why I have that one saying, when you stand in vulnerability, you realize that we are all the same when you let go of the ego and let go of the fear. So yes, I definitely think we've attached that title as a, you know, it's trying to show off to the tribe, you know. When you meet new people, or you want to show that you somehow have power or influence. And that's just come from a place of lack
100%. And insecurities.
and insecurities, yeah.
We have kids passing by, so we need to wait. So I think I will keep this that you said about not just mentioning. Of course, if there is a question, you mention what's your profession or what you do, and if you have more than one skill that you do and actively and you want to mention, perfect. But then move on. You know, I think it also will show our brains that it's not that important.
Yeah.
Like things are not important. We mention it and we don't.
We
Sorry,
don't dwell
we
on
don't
that.
really stay there.
Yeah.
So I will keep that one for me. I think just is a reminder. It's like a little voice that I practice inside saying, "You not what you do. This is not your value is not attached to that. Only verbally like that. Your value is not attached to that. Conducting or not doesn't make you a more or less conductor. You're still a conductor."
Yeah.
You know, an actress, and I remember this from a friend who said that she's not actively acting in a theater or in a movie, but she says she acts every day at her home. She puts this plays for her daughter, and I think about it and I'm like, of course, what's the difference? Oh, because in one you have the external validation of an audience that claps, but in another scenario, you just have your kid clapping for you.
Yeah.
Why one is more than the other one?
Yeah.
It's the same. So she still presents herself, even though she hasn't been doing her career for almost 13 years as an actress. because she does
No.
it still actively at home with her friends. She reads plays, she consumes that, she feels that. So I'm like, yeah, the value is, there's no more value added when you are executing your profession at a massive level. There's not more. If you are at home doing art, you're still an artist, you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if people are seeing it or not. And that leads to also how much external validation we seek in our professions as well, right?
Yeah.
And only we seek about validation because we think it's important.
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
We think it's important that we need external people to validate that because that's who we are.
Yeah, because I think like when we attach that value, we want other people to see that value and also attach that value onto that career.
100%. I think there are very few people not involved in this way of experiencing their profession. I think majority of us in this modern world are struggling with this.
I think as well when you find a sense of purpose, because for example, if you know your purpose, let's say, is going to help some older ladies at an old age home, for example, there you find value in doing that because you're of service to others, right? So even there you don't feel like your title is the thing, your profession or your career is the thing that's adding value to your life or to yourself in that surroundings or in that moment, you know, being of service to those ladies, you know, your profession here is not a valid token that you can insert. You cannot insert that coin.
Yeah, and sometimes our profession is not our purpose.
Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes it is. In
Yeah.
so many cases there is, and there's way to find purpose through our professions, but sometimes it's not our purpose as well. So this is just a journey where we at.
Yeah.
Also trying to
Detach ourselves, detach ourselves.
detach ourselves from that belief, pretty much, and just be. We love our profession, we enjoy doing it, we actively doing our professions, doing music actively, for people, not people at home producing, in whichever way we actively, we are full-time musicians because technically we're doing music every day,
Yeah.
in one way or the other one, but that's not who we are. That's not our only purpose, and it's not in our value. We don't want us to be attached
We
to
don't
that.
want to be defined by that.
Yes, exactly. If you resonate with this, if you also have transitioned this before and you haven't answered, drop a comment for us and let us know. And I think that's it.
Yeah.
We sweaty,
I'm sweating everywhere right
Me
now,
too.
in places that I shouldn't mention.
but we made this for you.
Yeah.
And I think you deserved a little bit of nature and not only a white table or a couch.
Yeah, and we hope you found value in some of the things that we said, and it makes you think a little bit for today, and and think about moving forward how you would like to detach yourself maybe from your career and just start saying what your name is, and that's it, and let people find the value.
Yes.
You know, let people find the value.
Yes, exactly. Let your actions, your interaction with other people reveal your value by
Organically,
itself.
yeah.
Organically, yes, not by titles. Wow, that's
That's
a
a
beautiful
nice one.
ending. That's a nice ending. Thank you so much. We'll see you next video.
See you guys.
Bye.